Yeah, sizzle and popcorn in the building. Strap in, buckle up, let's fly high. Flying higher together, y'all know the vibe. Ultimate flight sim community for learning and fun. Let's go. Friday night, we taking off. That's a community flight. From general aviation to jets, we soaring through the night. Helicopter spin, gliders on the wind. Airliners touching down, let the party begin. Yo, I'm streaming live. All types of craft, from Cessnas to Boeing. Gotta feel that draft. Sometimes an ATV riding off-road. Other days we flying, yeah, we floating in the mode. Add reviews, man, I'm deep in the game. From yokes to pedals, gotta up your aim. Hardware on deck, tutorials so clean. Watch and you'll learn how to chase that dream. Sizzling high in the skies, we gon' ride. We're sizzling popcorn, you know we fly wide. Flying higher together, having fun, no stress. We the ultimate crew, we the very best. Hey, hey, we learn and we play in the virtual sky every single day. Check the stream show is going down live. Friday night flights, yeah, the whole crew thrives. Air traffic, steady chat, everyone's in sync. From taxi to takeoff, we link up, no kink. Heli to the pad, we hover with precision. Tutorial so fire, yeah, I'm making your decision. Got that Airbus flair, Boeing in the flow, MSFS magic, it's the only way to go. We got reviews for the gear, from joysticks to screens. Flight sim setups that fulfill your dreams. Getting deep in the add-ons, flying past the rest. We're sizzling popcorn, we only fly the best. Sizzling high in the skies, we gon' ride. We're sizzling popcorn, you know we fly wide. Flying higher together, having fun, no stress. We the ultimate crew, we the very best. Hey, hey, we learn and we play in the virtual sky every single day. Yeah, we got that altitude, never gonna quit. Flying high, flying free, we legit. Every stream, every flight, every new review. From the cockpit to the crew, we reppin' for you. Add on so slick, hardware's on the block. MSFS flying, yeah, it's non-stop. Learning while we laugh, soaring to new heights. Come and catch a ride, it's Friday night flight. Sizzling high in the skies, we gon' ride. We're sizzling popcorn, you know we fly wide. Flying higher together, having fun, no stress. We the ultimate crew, we the very best. Hey, hey, we learn and we play in the virtual sky every single day. Flying higher together, yeah, that's how we roll. Your ultimate flight sim fam, reaching every goal. Sizzling popcorn, we out here doing it right. In the skies we rise, yo, let's take that flight.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're having a great day. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the American Champion Scout. This is by Hangar 713 Studios. They did the decathlon maybe 6 months ago. In the last 12 months, they've done the decathlon. But we're going to take out this. Orbix, they've sent it over to me to take a look at on stream. Miss T, oh, stop spamming words. What's going on over there, Nightbot? I think you're fine here. Oh, much better. Stop spamming. I miss Tiffy, Mystify? Is that what it is? Mystify? But yeah, so the Orbix sent this over to me. This is, I think it's only available via the Orbix store, but we're going to take a look at this. I wanted to start from here, just to show there are three different variants. So you've got the wheels at 35. It's the Denali wheels. Then you got the 26-inch wheels. Then you've got float, and they all have analog or digital. Let's take a look at we're going to take the 35 today, some big wheels. And so you can see here, we've got the analog, G3X 430, and then a G3X with a 650. To me, that's like over my pay grade what the different nav systems are. But we're going to go out with analog. I don't normally fly in analog, but hey, in DCS, I'm in a MiG-29 nowadays. Well, between that and an F-16. And I'm seeing some old style avionics in that Soviet plane. So let's take a we'll fly out in the analog. Big wheels for the bush flight. Save that. And what I did was I've gone back in time. So to put us about an hour ahead, because I think right now it's just after 6 in the morning. So it's going to be dark. So we'll go at about 7 sunrise. So we're taking yesterday morning's weather. I'm not sure how accurate it will be, but we're going to take off from parallel 42's Circle B Ranch. I did want to take off from, there's one up here, Widow's Peak. Good morning, Ed. How are things? I wanted to take off from Widow's Peak, but when I click on it, and then I set it as departure, there's no runway, so I can't even start the flight. I think it's some kind of a bug. So we're going to take off from Circle B. Put that as the Circle B. Evanston. Evanston is pretty much just a waypoint to keep us in the bounds, and then we'll come into Salt Lake City. We'll take a look at DF. Is it DF Flyer? DF Flyer. They have Salt Lake City landmarks, and then we'll finish down at VerticalSim's Provo Municipal Airport. So probably like an hour and 10 minutes, but once we get into Salt Lake, we'll take a look around. Let's start the flight. I gotta move the chat because it's right behind my camera. There we go. I got it better now. I do have say intentions on, but I might just turn it on for might turn on say intentions just for the air traffic. That's about it. The we're gonna do VFR flight, so I'm not gonna stress on the comms today. But let's take a look at the aircraft. Relaxing this morning, having a coffee. You think I'm gonna fly the Phoenix in a little bit? Ah, nice. Yeah, I just posted a poll on the channel, looking at whether I should do a stream of the Super 27 that should be releasing anytime soon from Flight Sim Studios, or just do a video, or fly the Phoenix, or fly DCS. All the live streams would be for Wednesday, not today. That, or I just make a video on the Super 27. But yeah, this is the analog version of the Scout. And I noticed last night when I got the thumbnail, the horses are animated here. So the parallel 42's Circle B Ranch is now native for 2024, but the Scout from 713 Hangar Studios, or Hangar 713 Studios, this is 2020 ported over. It's not native, not at this time. What's this? Ooh. So you can have a co-pilot. What? Is there room for a co-pilot? Maybe the bag in the back? Yeah, if we... I'm just thinking, why a co-pilot? Oh, yeah, that's... I thought that was like the neck rest, but no, that's the co-pilot seat. Yeah, Hangar Studios 713. Thanks, Mystify. Let's see. Got cargo net in the back. Pitot cover. Well, the engines are restarted. Tie downs. GPS swap. So we can switch in for a Garmin. Is this a 530 750? Oh, okay. The GPS swap. That's if you have the add-on, because there's a third party add-on for the 550 750 GTN, but I don't have that. Oh, was it like that? Yeah. This is just the GNS 430. I'm guessing if we click back there, parking brakes there. Let's take a look at the outside model. Slow down the camera. Not the zoom. This one's a little... This controller too is wonky. But yeah, Alaskan bush wheel, 35-inch. This is the Denali Scout. I don't know why my avatar... I know this was female. I was like, all right, whatever. It's not like I look at the avatar anyways. Because if I go into career mode, I've got my avatar there, so that's what I would expect. Maybe Av Angel's flying the aircraft. No, this is not a default. It's by Hangar Studios 713, and found it's found on Orbix. I put a link there, Scout. Oh, what are you asking about? Livery? Oh yeah, this is a default livery. Yeah, because there are tons of liveries for this one. Let's take liveries. Yeah, you've got 35 wheels, Lion. What I don't like they thought they needed to improve from 2020 the marketplace and like this stuff. I find it's like it's garbage. Like like these images here are fine, but when you're out, like this type of image, it looks worse than 2020. 2020 was fine. But yeah, you've got lots of liveries here. Yeah, so it's a 2020 port, and I think they're going to be working on a native 2024, which would be updated. Daisy, Samoa, because I'm pretty sure in 2020 you can like turn the camera around so you can see the whole aircraft, or maybe not. It's been a while since, well, almost a year since I've touched 2020. Pretty much the day 2024 release, never went back to 2020. Tag along. Yeah, because image I've got Sentinel Pathfinder. I have orange one. So now we're getting into like the same paint scheme but different colors. And had the campfire. They did Jurassic Park liveries that are free. Okay, to oh, for the scout. Okay, he's working on native right now. Okay, yeah, because yeah, you can see MSFS 2020. Because yeah, now that we're like a year into 2024, like I sort of just wish we would just get stuff native for 2024 right away. But I understand, like, for some, they've already been working on it in working on a 2020, and then it's taken them long just because small dev, like, it's not like they're like 100 or 500 devs on the team. Where was I? Circle B. Spanish fork. That's where the Draco or the Draco, however you want to pronounce it. That's where that's from. It's Aston. Skype. South Valley. Yeah, it's a 20. A lot of times you'll see, like over the last year, lots of devs bring in a it's compatible with 2024, but it's a 2020 aircraft, and it's like this just released last week, and I'm like, okay. But then what they do is they then make it a native 2024 after the fact. So then you have to wait a little bit longer, and then they update it in most cases just for free. So they give you the 2020, the compatible version right off the bat, so they can start generating sales, and then they give you the 2024 native afterwards. So like the 2024 is going to more so like for like walk around stuff and dirt, like 2024 features. My time went back, so let's just put it at 8 o'clock. Let's go. starting from a different position than I thought, but that's fine. Yeah, let's take off in a big wheels. Let's see. Is there there? The elevator trim. Okay, this is a throttle and to the other. Hot altitude air open. Pitot heat, fuel pumps. Your mixture, prop, air vent, just in case my son's on the plane, waiting for the cab. He's like, so I just farting and farting and farting. I'm like, all right, wait, what did you eat? Zoom back. Oh, I got something open here. There. Check the oil. And why does that keep opening up? It's not now. Must have pressed something. All right, flaps, and let's take off. Do I even want to do that? Same tension. Center. Not sure what. Center, sizzling popcorn 1 2 3, requesting flight following to Provo Municipal. Let's see what happens.
Sizzling popcorn 1 2 3. You still have an open flight plan. Please be sure to close that one first via the new flight button.
Got a new flight. Sizzling popcorn 1 2 3, requesting flight following to Provo Municipal.
Sizzling popcorn 1 2 3. Unable to provide flight following at this time. You are not in radar contact. Continue VFR and monitor this frequency.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Oh, but hey, it's now updated the overlay, and that's really all I wanted was the overlay to be updated. So this is a tail dragger. Circle B Ranch. Circle B Ranch. It's crazy. But that is now in American Truck Simulator. So it's in MSFS 2020, 2024, and American Truck Simulator. And I think with American Truck Simulator, it's yeah, it's a custom custom scenery built right into is it Wyoming? Oh, I gotta take a look where we're going. Yeah, Truck Sim. Yeah, I haven't been since, like, I did some Truck Sim maybe June, July, but I haven't since, because I've just been focused on Flight Sim. Flight Sim, MSFS 2024.
123, verify you're squawking 2153, mode C.
Squawking 2153, mode C, Sizzle and Popcorn 123. 21.
Sizzling Popcorn 123, I'm not seeing your transponder. Confirm squawking 2153, mode C, ident one more time for me.
Yeah, it's a little finicky. Okay, 2153, ident. And we've got her on. Squawking 2153, mode C, Sizzling Popcorn 123.
Sizzling Popcorn 123, radar contact. 2 miles south of Circle B Airport at 8600 feet. Cokeville altimeter 2994.
Oakville altimeter 2994, Sizzling Popcorn 123. Where's our altimeter? That's the clock. It's got to have an altimeter. Still haven't found what I'm looking for. Yeah, it's yeah, I've been focused on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and also DCS, and with last week the MiG-29 out for DCS, I've been even more into DCS. And I've got some starting some F-16 training next month with Virtual Weapons Academy. And last Saturday, we did a mission. I think we're like 15 of us. Did a mission in the Caucasus map, which is Russia, Ukraine, like the Baltic Sea. So there was 3 F-14s on the carrier going in north of Sochi, and then we're probably like 10 Vipers all taking off south of Sochi. Our mission was to take out a big SAM site. Well, 2 SAM sites, but a big one. And a SAM site's a surface-to-air missile. Yeah, it's crazy, and it is a tough learning curve. But once you get it, you get it. Oh, now I get it. My altimeter. How do you read that?
At 1 o'clock, just a few miles out, you'll notice the Bear River. This river is quite the wanderer, flowing through 3 states, Utah, Wyoming and Idaho. It's the largest river in the Western Hemisphere that doesn't reach the ocean, instead ending its journey in the Great Salt Lake. The river was named by fur trappers in the early 19th century, and its basin has been a vital resource for agriculture and wildlife. It's a bit like the introverted cousin at a family reunion, quietly important but not making a big splash. From up here, the river's meandering path is a beautiful sight, weaving through the landscape like a silver ribbon.
But yeah, we were going northwest of, or northeast of Sochi, taking out surface-to-air missile, so the same site. And it was a big one, but we had 30 minutes to take it out, or else it started to fire. Well, we didn't make it in 30 minutes. I think we hadn't arrived. And there was a couple of things the game master, the mission maker, there was a couple of things that didn't work like he wanted. So he said, all right, we're going to do it again this weekend. I'm like, yes, because it was like the first time I did a mission with Blue Games and his crew a couple of years ago. I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't shoot a weapon.
123, I need to amend your flight. Can you tell me your destination?
Salt Lake Center. We're going to Provo via Salt Lake City. Sizzling popcorn, 123.
Sizzling popcorn 123, Provo Municipal noted as your destination. Continue on current heading for Salt Lake City.
Continuing on current heading to Salt Lake City. Sizzling popcorn 123. But yeah, I was nervous because it was the first time I had did a mission in like 2 years, and like 2 years ago I had no clue what I was doing, and I think I ended up getting shot down. And like I was like way over here while everybody else was like over here. I didn't know what I was doing, and it was like we're over like Israel and in the dark, and there was like sunrise. It was like awesome, but I didn't do anything. So this time around, I'm taking off and I'm like quite nervous. And they're like, "Oh, popcorn, you want to take the lead?" And I'm like, "No, you go ahead." Then he's like, "Okay." He says, "Yeah, have you ever done a formation takeoff?" I'm like, "I've seen them, never done one." He's like, "Okay, go to the left." Then he says, once I take off, once I start rolling, 5 to 10 seconds later, then you roll. Like, okay. So I start rolling down the runway, and I take the nose wheel steering off at about like 70, 80 knots. So now I'm using still the rudders, but I'm now like drifting towards the left, going off the runway, and there's like some C-130s just parked right off of the runway on a ramp, and I'm going towards them. I'm like, I'm gonna blow up before I even take off. I got into the grass, and then finally I took off. Then I got the first splash, and I was happy at that point. The guys helped me out, and the guy I was working with, we were Skywatch, and I said, "Okay, well, you're Skywatch 1-1, I'm Skywatch 1-2." And the other guys were under a different flight, but we were all in Discord. We didn't use the comms inside. Yeah, like we didn't use the radio comms inside the sim. But yeah, when it comes to military flying, MSFS 2020 or 2024, it's like nice, easy to fly. But when you get into DCS, yeah, it's like high fidelity, and it's not just about flying the aircraft. It's about knowing how to use your radar, your weapons, dogfighting, BVR, beyond visual range. Like there's a lot more. So for a lot of people, they get into DCS and it's overwhelming. And it's like this, I can fly. I don't have to worry about anything. Yes, I've got damage off. I could put damage on, but like I don't have to worry about anything. If I have damage on, then it's my enemy is the ground. Well, like smacking the ground. But other than that, I don't have to watch out for anything. Like, yeah, you can watch out for traffic, but even if you're at a busy airport, you can fly through people. DCS? No, you've got to watch your six. You got to watch the radar. You got to watch your SAM sites shooting up from the ground. You can't fly into another aircraft because you're just gonna blow up. You'll be dead. But yeah, it's fun. But you've been flying the the F-15. That's the DC Designs. Try to trim this a little bit. And like, I think it's just because of the attitude. Because yeah, once the nose comes down, now we're speeding up.
Lake Center, United 1872, 17,000.
Like an
United
hour.
1872, radar contact.
An hour and a quarter flight turns into a 19.5-hour flight because I'm going like 50. Are there other people always after you in DCS, or can you fly casually? You could. Like it's a simulator, so you can pretty much do anything. You can go single player, just open up the mission editor, and you just you spawn yourself in. You can spawn yourself in on the ground as as cold or as hot, like a hot start, and then you can just fly around. You don't have to watch out for anything. It's more so if you go into multiplayer, because like MSFS 2024,
Salt Lake Center, United 700,
you have a
flight level
few
280.
you have
United
a few
700,
servers,
radar contact.
but it's just regional servers. But everything is in one. Like you can't have a private server. DCS, I think DCS might have some servers, but then the rest is all like private servers. There's public servers, closed servers, and they all have different things. Like some are mission specific, others it's like dynamic missions. So when you go into a server that has a mission, to just fly around, you would still have to watch out for yourself. But if you go single player, yeah, you can go on the map. You can go to Afghanistan and just fly Afghanistan for hours on out. You can put a tanker, so you can do air-to-air refueling and just fly around. Because, well, you can even put it no damage and unlimited fuel. because again, it's a simulator. You can really do basically anything you want. And for me, the way I look at it is like, for me, DCS is the middle ground between Flight Sim, like Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and iRacing. Because iRacing is just like cutthroats. Like, it's always like, if someone cut you off, or like you cut somebody else off, everybody, like, yes, there are real race car drivers that race on iRacing, but for the most part, people are amateurs. And then they get on there, and even at the lowest level, bitching, complaining, and calling each other names on stuff. And it's like, I have to like just turn off the radios, like the chatter, because it's too much. Yeah, because it's not just the radio chatter, but text chat, and the text chat shows up at the top of your screen. So when I race, I turn that off. I only talk to teammates. Anybody else, like pass right, pass left, I don't even bother with that, because, you know, you just deal with the car in front. If they're on the right side, like, you got to pass on the left. If they're on the left side, you pass on the right. And if you want them to move, you flash your lights. That's about it. Like, but some people get a little pissy with lights. But then on the other hand, when it comes to like flight, like MSFS, I like bush flying because like hand flying it. But when it comes to airliners, it's great. But then the autopilot for, like, you know, if I go from Halifax to Vancouver, well, the exciting part is the cold and dark start, then the takeoff, and the climb. Once you're in autopilot, like crossing Canada, yeah, you can look at the scenery, but it also gets like, it's very calming, but it's like boring until you then have to descend. While DCS, you could still go into autopilot, but if you've got to watch out your radar, because the enemy is always around you. Like, unless you're flying with nothing, but most people, they'll fly with at least something, either like for training or they're trying to do a mission. So I find it's like the middle ground. Yeah, you're not cloud surfing. Like, on a clear day, when you're at, you know, flight level 300, yeah, you can see mounds and like topography, but you're not going to see like buildings and stuff like that from that high. At least not in detail, especially depending on your LOD settings. Because last week I did, well, right now I'm streaming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But last week, because of the MiG-29 came out, I did a stream on Thursday in the MiG-29, absolute first flight. I read stuff, I watched stuff, but I know a lot more now than what I did on Thursday. And then Friday, I did more DCS. But this week, like right now, we're bush flying. Wednesday, I'm wanting to figure out if people want to see a stream of the Super 27 or if they just want a video of the difference. If it's just a video, I then might do a Phoenix flight or just DCS. But then Thursday's my birthday, so I'll be doing a DCS mission, or I actually might go on a server. I think Thursday, I was planning on going on a server on Friday, but I think I'm going to do it on my birthday. Then people could just join up. And then Friday, I'll then do a mission. And then Saturday, I'll record it.
Level 260.
I'll record Saturday's reprise of last weekend's mission into Russia. Hopefully, our timer to get to the Bastion SAM site is a little longer, or we can execute better. We actually might have more guys coming out. Yeah, because last weekend I think they had a graduation ceremony for the last cycle of training. So there's Virtual Weapons Academy that I've joined up. They have 4 cycles a year, 8 weeks at a time. So weekly meetings, pretty much on
Salt Lake Center, Delta
every airframe
2916,
that's in DCS. They have training for.
Radar contact.
So they were having a graduation ceremony at the same time as the mission. So we might have like 20
Salt
plus
Lake Center, Delta
this
897,
weekend.
17000.
Delta 897, radar contact.
Yeah, with that you can go into Lukla. If you're gonna do a flight to Lukla, which is very close to Mount Everest, I would recommend taking a caravan. You need something with a pitot heat, but you need something that could take cold air. And you're not going to be able to do the Phoenix, or the 777, no way. But there's also Bhutan. Bhutan, you can
Salt Lake Center,
fly
Delta
the
1176, flight level 320.
you can fly a Phoenix into
1176, radar
Bhutan.
contact.
I think it's spelled BHUTA.
At our 2 o'clock, about 14 miles out, we have the county of Winter, a region known for its rugged landscapes and historical significance. Winter County was established in 1869 and named after the Uinta Mountains, which are visible to the south. These mountains are unique because they run east to west. Unlike most ranges in the Rockies, the area is rich in history, with early settlers and trappers exploring its vast wilderness. Today it's a haven for outdoor enthusiasts, offering hiking, fishing and camping opportunities. The county's historical sites and natural beauty make it a fascinating place to explore from above.
Maybe I'll do a touch and go. Let's do a touch and go here. It's Wisconsin. Salt Lake Center, Sizzling Popcorn 123, requesting a touch and go at Evanston.
Sizzling Popcorn 123, contact Evanston Tower for touch and go clearance.
We'll contact Evanston Tower for touch and go clearance, Sizzling Popcorn 123. Which I don't know. More info. Evanston traffic, Sizzling Popcorn 123, approaching for touch and go. Up. Yeah, rather than just do a landing at Provo, like I want to see how the tires feel on landing. We just gotta line ourselves up. What's the altitude here? We got runway 23 as recommended. $7,000 feet. We're at $10,000 feet. 11,000. Now I can see. There's 2 arms, so we still gotta descend. Airport is in sight. Not straight ahead there, but I can see it here. Let's trim up. Evanston traffic, Sizzling Popcorn 123 on final for runway 23.
Winter Mountains. These mountains are quite unique because they run east to west, unlike most ranges in the Rockies that run north to south. The Winter Mountains are part of the Rocky Mountains and are known for their stunning alpine scenery and diverse wildlife. They were named after the Ute Native American tribe who historically inhabited the region. The highest peak, Kings Peak, stands at 13,128 feet and is the tallest in Utah. These mountains are a favorite among hikers and outdoor enthusiasts, offering trails that lead to breathtaking views and serene lakes. From up here, the rugged peaks and expansive forests create a picturesque landscape that's truly a sight to behold.
I think it's Bhutan. No. Because butane, I know that's Clifford Designs. He's made a butane, but it's somewhere around there. There's like a place for a A320, but Lukla, definitely no A320. That's a short runway, sloped up. So yeah, you're gonna want like a caravan or a Beechcraft, King Air to get in there. Because you need to get into Lukla, you need something with some power, but not too much power, and pretty much like a stall because it's a short landing. Oh yeah, I do have flaps.
Evanston, Winter traffic, citation 3 Yankee Hotel taxiing to the ramp. Evanston, Winter.
What? Yeah, that I think that's like, I've heard it before, but it's like now we've got the GA injected traffic with same intentions. So that's GA aircraft. Did you say he was taking off? Or no? He was at the ramp. Yeah, TBM is possible. You would have to take a look at what the landing parameters are on the TBM. But I think we did we've done a few group flights in Lukla, and like taking a look at Everest. I think we did do one in TBM 930. Evanston traffic, Sizzling Popcorn 123 on short final to runway 23. Too high. So the stall speed looks at 52. All right, we're on the wide slope. Happy is happy. I posted my landing at JFK from a couple of weeks ago. The world's longest commercial flight, 19 and a half hours. Really, it was landing about like 23 hours later because it was we had a 5-hour delay with trying to get stuff to work in VR with the Indy Builds A350. And put that on Instagram. It like blew up like 6 hours. And then you always gotta have the trolls out there. Oh, you're too high. You're too high on the approach. I'm like, yeah, dude. You would have fallen out of the sky after 30 minutes. Back. Evanston traffic, sizzling popcorn 123, touch and go complete. I don't know if it's complete. When it comes to VFR air traffic, I don't know the full lingo, but I think that's good enough. Kojak, how's it going? Instrument check ride is this Saturday. Oh, nice. What are you flying? Maybe let's follow the, I think this is the interstate. Follow the interstate right into Salt Lake. Cessna 182 glass cockpit. Ah, nice. I went to a Cirrus event last month. And when I saw the price tag on a SR22T, the base model, I was like, what? But I think the top end of the SR22T was like 1.4 million. All right. I told the rep, I'm like, yeah, I'm not your profile, but hey, I can get you the people that would be your customer profile. And he told me to follow up with him because they have some simulation stuff coming up the pipeline. So I sent him an email, and a week later I get an email back to my personal email, which is how I signed up for the event. And it's like pretty much a sales pitch to me. And I'm like, dude, like, and he's never answered my other email. I'm like, okay. I guess I got to follow up on him. Some of the Cirrus planes are getting close to jet price. Yeah, and I didn't see the price. There was no price for the isn't it the Vision Jet? It's because I know there's a Honda. Oh, Honda is the H Jet, and then Cirrus is the Vision Jet. So yeah, because we had the SR22T and the Vision Jet were both in the hangar to take a look at. But when I got into either of them, like, I'm like, I feel like I'm cramped. Especially the SR22T. One of the reps helped me to get into the aircraft, but then to get out, I was like, oh shit. I was like very careful. He wasn't around. I'm like, I don't want to fall and then like get like a $1.4 million bill, you know? And I could tell just by looking around who was there actually serious about the Cirrus aircraft and those that are just there to look at the aircraft. Which I was a part of that group. Because I was like, hey, I got this invite via Instagram. I'm like, might as well go. I've never been to one, and I've never been in a GA aircraft since just before the turn of the century. Back in the back in the day. Where are we going? So interstate, yeah, interstate should take us in. I would expect so. And I'm guessing it's the interstate because it's definitely 2 lanes on each side. At least 2 lanes. So when you go fly your Cessna 182, does the glass like have these twinkles in it? Pretty sure like they've added that for the realism. Only in 2024 do you see that. So today we're in the 35-inch Tundra wheels. I thought they were Bush wheels, but they're Tundra wheels. There's a 26-inch Bush wheels variant, and then the amphibious floats. And then each variant has either analog gauges like this or glass avionics. And every variant comes with 25 unique Scout-inspired liveries designed to showcase its versatility. Oh, we should go back to center. It's probably yapping at me. Salt Lake Center, Sizzling Popcorn 123. With you at 8,000. Is it 8,000?
Sizzling Popcorn 123 Salt Lake Center. Good morning, Evanston altimeter 3009er.
Evanston altimeter 3009er, Sizzling Popcorn 123. It's very hard to see it. Even with it zoomed in this much, and my face pretty much right up into my screen. I want 3009.
Sizzling Popcorn 123, contact Salt Lake departure on 121.1.
Let's go. Oh, contacting Salt Lake departure on 121.1, Sizzling Popcorn 123. Salt Lake departure, Sizzling Popcorn 123, with you at 8,500. 500.
Sizzling Popcorn 123, Salt Lake departure. Good morning, Evanston altimeter 3006.
I thought it was 3009. Evanston altimeter 3006, Sizzling Popcorn 123. Oh yeah, and you can see we're in September. The leaves are changing. Fall colors are here. Yeah, we're going in the general direction of Salt Lake, so we're good. PC setup, I think it's all in the description. Or actually, I think I might have taken that off the last couple of weeks. But 4090 7950 X3D 64 gigs of RAM, 4 monitors, but I only use 2 now because I'll go into VR, especially for DCS, IMAX Super. I've got the Crystal and the Super, but I think I'll want to do a review on the Super, probably in DCS, because MSFS, it all depends what aircraft. It could be good or it could be bad. And some other people, they have good experience even on the big airliners, but like the A350, IMAX was actually sponsoring my 19.5-hour flight. They were sponsoring like the first 6 hours. And I said I was gonna, do it in VR. Yeah, take some breaks, but do it in VR. I just couldn't do it in VR, and spent the first 5 hours on the ground just trying to get the aircraft A to work. And then, because there was an update 10 minutes before the stream started, I had the brilliant idea of, updating. And when I went to update, it wouldn't update. So then I deleted the aircraft. Then I go to install it, and the downloader wasn't working. So it took like 3 hours to I went into I got 2 VPN subscriptions. I was getting ready to go into a 777 instead, and then I went back to the 350, tried to back up, but then there was an error, so then I restarted. I think it was like my 6th or 7th attempt to take off, or at least to push back. Finally got pushed back, and then 19.5 hours later, finally made it JFK. Uh, 5080, 98. Oh yeah, mine's running smooth. 16 gigabytes of RAM. Seems quite low. I think like 16 might actually be minimum spec for 2024. Especially when you've got a good GPU and a good CPU, the RAM usage, I think you're gonna bottleneck on the RAM. You'd probably go to 30 or 32, but I would recommend 64. I've actually almost capped my 64. I forget what I was doing, but it was like at 80% since 2017. Okay. Yeah, because this PC is 2 years. Yeah, I think it's 2 years old. And then my other PC is a 2080 Ti, 9900K, 64 gigs of RAM, and that would have been 2018 because I started iRacing 2017, and then I got triple monitors. Yeah, probably triple. Well, triple plus a 4, so quad monitors. I think 2000 late. No, I think I did that Easter of 2018 or 2019. The 4 monitors and the 2080 Ti. Oh yeah, I should cut in, because if we're gonna go take a look at dfflyer's Salt Lake landmarks, and also the RAM. You also want to look at your speed too, because if you can get lots of RAM, like you can get 128 gigs of RAM, but if it's super slow, it's like but you don't need like super fast, like the fastest that you can get. But yeah, I would, with that machine, it all depends also what else you're doing. Because for me, I'm streaming, I'm making content creation, so I need RAM. Like for, I use Premiere Pro. I know it's called, the word Pro is in there, but I'm, even after using Premiere Pro for like the last like 5 years, maybe even 7 years, I'm not a pro at Premiere Pro. I could probably go to like DaVinci Resolve or something, like something free. But I also like, I have the full suite, and when I first got it, I had it as like student pricing, and I still kept student pricing. And then they finally bumped my pricing up, but I also, like, I use it for business, and I use it for business, because this is business. I mean business. Let's see where we're. Because I'll use Adobe Acrobat, Adobe Sign for signing contracts, for signing contracts, documents. And like the very odd time I'll ever use After Effects, and it's pretty much I'm taking a template and then customizing a template. Oh wow. So there's a poll on the channel for, because I streaming Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but last week MiG-29 came out for DCS, so I did a Thursday stream, and then this week, this Thursday is my birthday, so doing a stream on Thursday in DCS, but on Wednesday the FSS, Flight Sim Studios, they're releasing their Super 27 expansion. That's the expansion for the Boeing 727. That's coming out anytime. I know roughly, but there could be last minute hiccup or last minute delay. So I can't release the date on that. But I did a poll on the channel asking if I should do a live stream of the Super 27, do a video overview of the difference, or should I stream a Phoenix A320 flight or the MiG-29 stream. And right now, I know it's only like 15 votes, but the A320 flight is leading at 33%. And then the MiG-29 and the video overview difference is at 27%. And then the actual live stream of the Super 27 is like 13%. So to me, it's more so just do a video of the overview of the difference between a base 727 package and the Super 27. And then it's going to be a battle between whether it's an A320 stream on Wednesday or a MiG-29 stream. The Battle of the Sims. I wanted the... Oh yeah, we definitely need to... 50 must go west. We're going southwest, not the airlines. And on the weekend, my brother called me. So I like most of the time my brother calls, it's my brother. And no, it was my nephew. He's like, I got 2 questions for you. And I said, what? You want to know how to fly a fighter jet? He's like, maybe. So I think it was like if I wanted to buy a raffle ticket for his football team's raffle. But then the second question was, any tips for flying in MSFS 2024? Because he was just downloading it on Xbox. I said, I don't know about Xbox. I don't fly with controller, but I said pretty much go into activities. There's some training. Just learn how to fly basic flying. And then I sent him how to start up Cessna Cold and Dark and then taxi and takeoff. Like, do that and that will help you out. So I talked to my brother this morning. I asked him if my nephew went flying, and he's like, yeah, he was like in free flight. Told him to go into the training. I'm like, yeah. If you just go into free flight, you have absolutely no clue how a plane flies. Yeah, it's like banging your head on the wall, like because you're trying to do something and you have no clue how it works. Might as well just learn very basic stuff and then go for it. You don't have to be perfect at it, but just learn the basics. What's my favorite plane? That's a tough question. I would say my favorite aircraft in real life. I wanted to see it in the sim. We still don't have it, but a Q400. But now that it's been like 5-6 years, well, 5 years since MSFS 2024 came out, 2020 coming out. My hopes for Majestic.
Popcorn 123, remain clear of the Salt Lake City Class Bravo airspace. Remain this frequency.
Salt Lake departure, Sizzling Popcorn 123 requesting Class Bravo airspace clearance. Yeah, the Q400.
Sizzling Popcorn 123, cleared into the Salt Lake City Class Bravo airspace. Maintain VFR at 8500 feet.
Cleared into the Salt Lake Class Bravo airspace. Maintain VFR at 8,500 feet. Sizzling Popcorn 123. Q400. Yeah, but it's been so long that I've been wanting the aircraft that I've also had many aircraft that I've liked. And to say one specific, that's a really tough question. Because I do like the bush flying, but I also now I like helicopters too. Like the MH-60, I really like. Even though it's like a crew chief. The crew chief doesn't really like me. Go forward, 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 right, down, down, 50 feet, 50 feet. That should be annoying. And I think for me, the Q400 is because that's what I flew most of the time when I first landed out here. When I'd fly back home, I would fly pretty much Q400 or CRJ, Halifax to Montreal. All right, let's get down lower. See these landmarks. So dfflyer, they've done plenty of landmark packs. I think they did Detroit, Windsor. They've done Pittsburgh. Salt Lake is their latest one. Oh yeah, I can see the I'm not sure if this is the capital or if Provo's the capital. Because like here in Canada, normally the capital of a province
At our 2 o'clock, about 3 miles out, you'll spot the University of Utah. Founded in 1850, it's the oldest institution of higher education in Utah. The campus is nestled against the foothills of the Wasatch Range, offering stunning views and a vibrant atmosphere. The university is known for its research contributions, particularly in medicine and engineering. Fun fact, the first artificial heart was developed here by Dr. Willem Johann Kolff and his team. It's a hub of innovation and learning, and from up here you can see the sprawling campus and its blend of historic and modern architecture.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Provo or Salt Lake. Yeah, because in Canada, the biggest populated cities are normally the capital. But I find like New York, you think New York City? No, it's Albany, New York, and it's not that big of football stadium. They definitely did this. As I'm like going into the ground. But yeah, I think that's a government building. It almost looks like the Capitol building in DC, or at least from far. So with this add-on, I think they've got about 60, 70 different buildings, POIs that they've added in. That's really nice. So as you fly in the area, it just brings more life to the ground. I think this over here is like Mormon church, I think. Key Bank. I used to have an account at Key Bank. It was a Key Bank in the city. Actually, not the city, it was a town. Not my town, but pretty much right across the border. went shopping. What's that? That was like Caesar's Palace? No. Like Caesar's Palace, that's Las Vegas. And we got the airport straight up ahead. We're not going to interfere with the airport. Yeah, I think I've got DLSS. Maybe I have. Yeah, I think I have DLSS on 2D. But right now I'm using TAA and VR. But I've gone back from. I got out of the SU4 beta because last Friday we did a group flights in Jurassic World. So in order to see everybody, you got to be on the same SU3 or SU4 beta. So I got out of it, but also because but there's settings in there like the foveate rendering that you can now do in the sim with the SU4 beta. But there's like still like there's like bugs. It's obviously a beta. So hopefully those things get ironed out and that VR gets better for SU4. Because when it comes to bush flying, oh yeah, because I was trying to do a bush flight with the, a flight out of Miami with the PA-28, and I couldn't because with Sim Update 4, there was like an error with registration of the aircraft, so all my instruments were all like turned to the left, unusable. So yeah. Probably in a couple weeks I'll take the Super back out in MSFS. See if airliners are good, because the A350 max I can get 30 frames, but GA, depending on the aircraft, like 45 to 60 FPS. How high are we? 5,500? 400? Oh, they wanted me to contacting departure on 128.6. Salt Lake departure, Sizzling Popcorn 123 with you at 5,500.
Sizzling Popcorn 123, Salt Lake departure. Good morning, Salt Lake altimeter 299er1.
Salt Lake altimeter 299er1, Sizzling Popcorn 123.
Husky 5 Uniform Quebec, contact Bollinger Tower on 123.0.
123.0 for Husky 5 Uniform Quebec. Good day.
Delta 1274, contact Salt Lake Tower on 118.3.
118.3 for Delta 1274. Good day.
Let's go out of range. Oh yeah, there's some, let's see what this is. There's smoke? Oh, I just blew my engine. Oh no, what do I do? I'm on fire. I think there's something else that you can do. That's park and brake.
Musketeer 1 Uniform India, contact Hill Tower on 127.15.
127.15 for Musketeer 1 Uniform India. Good day.
Delta 2137, direct pedal, cleared for the RNAV, bid runway 35 approach. Descend and maintain altitude 10,000 until established.
Descending to 10,000, cleared for the RNAV, Z35 approach, Delta 2137.
Female avatar. Alright. I can see. What?
Departure Skywagon 9er Mike Delta 2000 for 4,000.
This is like John Malkovich being John Malkovich.
Climb and maintain 4,000.
You're inside his head. You're inside her head.
Skywagon 9er Mike Delta.
Turn that up. Well, like, flying this, it's nice.
Salt Lake departure, Skyhawk
I just-
7 Charlie X-ray 5,000.
Like,
Skyhawk 7 Charlie X-ray, radar contact.
for someone that flies general aviation, or like is really into, like, even if you don't have a
2628, direct pedal,
a
cleared
private
for the
pilot
RNAV
license,
Y, runway 35 approach.
but you're
Descend and
interested
maintain
in one
altitude
specific
10,000 until established.
variant of an aircraft, great.
Descending to
But
10,000,
I just
cleared
find
for
it's
the
like,
RNAV Y35 approach Delta 2628.
like to me, this fly is just like a Freedom Fox kind of thing. Like to me, like I don't see the difference. Although Freedom Fox versus this, yeah, you've got steam gauges, but then you can also have glass cockpit also.
At our 3 o'clock, about 2 miles out, you'll see the Rio Tinto Stadium. This stadium is home to Real Salt Lake,
Over to Salt Lake departure on 128.6, Skywagon 9er Mike Delta.
A dedicated soccer venue for the team
Salt
and its
Lake departure,
fans.
Skywagon 9er Mike Delta 4000.
20,000 spectators and has hosted numerous international soccer matches and concerts. It's a modern architectural marvel with a stunning view of the Wasatch Mountains in the background. Soccer fans flock here to enjoy the electric atmosphere during matches, and from up here you can appreciate its impressive design and the buzz of activity around it.
Cause like I get like the difference between like a bush plane, just like a Cessna kind of thing where it's not really made for bush flying, but it's like general aviation and helicopters and airliners and jets. But then when it comes time to like the niche, a niche within a niche,
118.3.
sometimes
2137.
like me as a non-pilot, in the sim it flies
123, altitudes at your discretion. Delta 2628, contact Salt Lake Tower on 118.3.
118.3.
for me there's no special meaning to it. But if I flew this aircraft, I'd be like, yes, I gotta have it. Someone's gotta build it. But I've also been like that with the Q400. Hey, someone needs to build this. And it's like 5 years later and we still don't have a Q400. We do have a Dash 7, but that's not a Dash 8.
Departure Delta 1980 2000 for 4000.
Delta 1980, radar contact, climb and maintain 11-1000.
Salt Lake departure, Sizzling Popcorn 123 at 5,500.
Sizzling Popcorn 123, maintain VFR at 5500 feet. Cleared out of the Salt Lake City Bravo airspace.
Cleared out of the Bravo airspace. Cleared out of the Salt Lake Bravo airspace. And maintain VFR at 5500 feet. Sizzling Popcorn 123. It's like, what? What's that noise I can hear in the background? Well, it's a plane landing. Airliner. Hey, it's got to be like on final or something.
Launcher Bonanza 9 Zulu Golf 2000 and 4000.
Bonanza 9 Zulu Golf, radar contact, altitude restrictions cancelled, maintain VFR.
Hi, Minha. How's it going, Minna? We've just left Salt Lake City and on our way down to Provo. And no, not Provolone. I know, that was a cheesy joke.
Musketeer 1, Papa Victor, contact Provo Tower on 125.3.
I didn't realize.
125.3 for Musketeer 1, Papa Victor.
I'm like in a quarry.
Delta 1980, contact Salt Lake Center on 135.775.
It's gotta be the, it's got to be like a salt
At 1
quarry.
o'clock,
for
about
Delta
5 miles
1980,
out,
good
you'll
day.
see the Aqua Mountains. These mountains form the western boundary of the Salt Lake Valley and are part of the Rocky Mountains. The name Aqua comes from the Goshute word meaning wooded mountain. The range is known for its rich deposits of copper, gold and silver and has been mined since the late 19th century. The Kennecott, Utah Copper's Bingham Canyon mine, located in these mountains, is one of the largest open pit mines in the world. From up here, the rugged peaks and expansive views are quite a sight, showcasing the natural beauty and industrial history of the region.
This like reminds me of like city skylines. Like, just seeing the subdivisions here. Like, yeah, we definitely saw stuff all over the place, but just seeing this now, I'm like, yeah, it reminds me of city skylines. I think we can take this highway. I think it's interstate.
Sizzling Popcorn 123, traffic at your 12 o'clock, 2 miles. Same altitude, Musketeer.
Oh, 12 o'clock. I don't see him.
Sizzling Popcorn 123, contact Provo Tower on 125.3.
Contacting Provo Tower on 125.3. Sizzling Popcorn 123. Provo Tower, Sizzling Popcorn 123, with you at 5800 feet.
Sizzling Popcorn 123, Provo Tower. Maintain current altitude and heading. Sizzling Popcorn 123, Provo Tower. Enter left base for runway 18.
Enter left base for runway 18, Sizzling Popcorn 123. Runway 18. I didn't realize it was that. Oh. Oh yeah, look at that. They're all lining up.
Citation 5 Romeo Echo, holding short of 18, ready for takeoff. Citation 5 Romeo Echo, winds calm, runway 18, cleared for takeoff. 18 cleared for takeoff, Citation 5 Romeo Echo.
Enter left base. It's on the left side. I think I should have tried this in VR. Even though I'm back on the Sim Update 3, the only thing is I'd have to go back on my Pimax play because I've
Duke 6 Delta X-ray, roger.
got the Pimax up to high render quality. Because then I was going to use the foveate rendering in Sim. I've got foveate rendering off in Pimax Plus. But yeah, I would have to change that. But on Wednesday, if I do a Phoenix flight, I'm not going to do VR, but if I'm in the MiG-29, I'll go into VR. Yeah, anything in DCS, I'm in VR because I don't have my Tobii eye tracker on, and pretty much you need some kind of eye tracking in DCS to turn your head, because trying to do it with a keyboard buttons, it's all jaggy. But if you're liking the stream, or if you like the stream, or still liking the stream, make sure to smash that like button, because I know you're like 5-6 of you out there, and it looks like there's like one like. Just helps out with the algorithm. And in my videos nowadays, I don't even ask, but then I'm like, maybe I should ask, just as a reminder, because sometimes I like in most cases I don't have to say anything. People just automatically like stuff or dislike stuff. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, because we're coming into 1-8. Just don't know how far we are. Yeah, because that looks like the runway. It's the runway right there.
Musketeer 1, Papa Victor, wind 010 and 3, runway 13, cleared to land. Cleared to land 13, Musketeer 1, Papa Victor.
Provo Tower, sizzling popcorn 123, turning on final for runway 18. Flaps. Flappy Bird. Yeah, because I've never flown into this runway. I've always flown in right over the lake.
Sizzling popcorn 123, winds calm. Runway 18, cleared to land.
Runway 18, cleared to land, sizzling popcorn 123. Pappy's not that happy. Looks like we just got 2 lights here. Yeah, we're on the slope. We just lost the slope. There we go. Back on 1 and 1. Skywatch 1-1. Actually, I was Skywatch 1-2 on the weekend. Maybe I'll be Skywatch 1-1 this weekend for redoing last weekend's mission. So, but Skywatch, I was on cap duty.
Delta X-ray, winds calm, runway 13 cleared to land.
13 cleared to land, Duke 6 Delta X-ray.
Yeah, we're about to land. About to land a plane. Look at the traffic waiting. Or is it? No, there is no traffic there. Grabbing a little bit. All right, we're on the ground. Why are you beeping?
Sizzling popcorn 123. Contact ground on 119.4.
Contact ground on 119.4. Sizzling popcorn 123. I don't have charts open. Oh, thanks, Marsh. Thanks for a super chat. Yeah. Not bad.
Skycatcher 9 Tango Yankee ready to taxi to the active for VFR pattern work. Skycatcher 9 Tango Yankee taxi to runway 18 at your discretion.
Taxi to runway 18, Skycatcher 9 Tango Yankee.
Provo ground, sizzling popcorn 123, vacated runway 18, taxiing to gate. Elder sizzling. Oh man. I just thought about it.
Popcorn 123, Provo ground, taxi to terminal 1 gate 4 via Delta, cross runway 31, then Alpha 5 Alpha. Have a great day.
Taxi to Terminal 1, Gate 4 via Delta, cross runway 31, then Alpha 5, Alpha. Thank you. System Popcorn 123. I don't have my charts, Navigraph charts, but actually, right? I'm gonna see if I can get the checklist. Oh yeah, that's right. I know I have to cross the runway, so. And this reminds me, Saturday, I was landing in Sochi, and I guess from the part 1 of their mission, they had bombarded Sochi, so there was all the, like, the runway was all bombarded. There was still like flames and stuff. I'm like, okay, so do I take the runway or do I take the taxiway and do like a Harrison Ford type of landing? But I kept to the left side of the runway, didn't touch the fire, didn't blow up. It was all good. Actually, I say it was all good, but I did go into the grass, and I had to go into afterburners to get out of the grass with my Viper. Provo ground, Sizzling Popcorn 123, requesting clearance across runway 31. Cleared across runway 31, Sizzling Popcorn 123. Yeah, I can't see like this. I wonder if that jetway is supposed to be like that. I feel like yes, but then it also looks weird. I'm pretty sure on 2020 it was like that also. I'm going to Terminal 1, Gate 4, Gate 4. Oh yeah, there's not going to be a checklist for this because the aircraft just released last week. But, you know, someone might have bought this and created one. I don't know. We'll see. Parking brake is on. Let's go back inside. I got to get same intentions. I need a co-pilot. In this case, co-pilot, Ace Wallaby, sure. Hey Ace, can we go through the shutdown checklist, please? Hey Ace, can we go through the shutdown checklist, please?
I couldn't find any checklists for this aircraft. You can create your own using the checklist tuner in the pilot portal.
What do I have to do for that? Yeah, I guess there's no checklist on this. Obviously, yeah, someone would have to create this checklist. But there we have it, the Denali Scout by Hangar 713 Studios. It's available now on Orbix Direct. And then pretty much everything else I showed. So Provo, VerticalSim's Provo, the Salt Lake landmarks, dfflyer, and what was it, Circle B Ranch by Parallel 42. It could all be found on Contrail, and you can get 10% off off one purchase, not your it's not your, it doesn't have to be your first purchase, but it's only one coupon per account. But that's it for today's stream. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in this next video. See you then.